you chose to make an album that flows in a really fluid, tasteful way and gives you space to really sing and really hyper-focus, as we said before, on the honeymoon phase of your marriage. And you're working with Pooh Bear again, which is great because you trust him and you got great chemistry. And you open the door to some really keen collaborators as well. How did you pick them? How did you decide who was going to be on and be off? We're talking Quavo, Travis, Kehlani.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I mean, it's like...
I look at people who I admire, and I'd love to hear more of their stories and get to know them a little bit more. But I think they're authentic where they're at in their careers and in their life. And
you got to be a fan.
Yeah, I love them. I love their music.
You and Kehlani really jumped out at me because I was talking about her tone.
It's so good.
And I love your vocal tone. When you sing and you're in this sweet spot with Pooh Bear, I think there's very few, if anyone, who can get to that place. And just talk about that experience of working with Kehlani on that track and why you chose her.
I just, like you said, I think it's the major thing is tone. I love her tone. And I just think she's honest. And I think that just goes such a long way. Being authentic.
She's a straight talker.
From where I haven't spent much time with her, but I was out to dinner with her the other night, and I just felt like, yeah, she seemed like she was pretty authentic. She talked to me about like, wow, what you talked about in the documentary was like inspiring because, you know, it's scary to kind of show that stuff, you know, show the hard stuff.
Who in heaven's name is clever? And how come for a second me and our son thought it was Post?
It's actually, I think he signed a Post, but it's this guy who I found on the internet. Just seeing him on Instagram, and I was like, this guy's tone is crazy.
Yeah.
And he just has this vibe that's just insane, and I just love it.
It's sort of unchecked and a little rugged and unruly.
It's raw, and it's freaking just like, you can just feel the pain through the music. You can feel just emotion, raw emotion. I just think it's powerful.
Have you got that project in you at some point in the future? We're dialing into some really interesting and really powerful human stuff here.
Yeah.
And this album is a great document to the beginning of a new era for you. But do you feel like every day you get closer to making that album that picks up where Purpose left off but goes even further?
Yeah. I mean, I was just in the back there, and I literally just came up with the title to my album, but I don't know if I'm going to share it right now.
That's okay.
It just felt like, yeah, there's so many deeper levels of, you know, I don't just want to, when I want to talk about, you know, I think love is, you know, the foundation of what humanity's built off of. But with that being said, I just think there's so many, you know, issues in society and things that I'm eventually going to want to just speak about and write about, and injustices and people being marginalized and overlooked and things of that nature. I think that's definitely something I'm going to definitely be going into. But I think it's all timing. And I think what comes priority first is that lady over there and building my relationship with her, because I think she teaches me about all that sort of stuff.
Like what? What does she really taught? What are some of the key kind of growths that you've experienced by being in a relationship like this?
I think she just teaches me, I mean, there's so much. I mean, patience is a big thing. At the end of the day, it's like I chose to be with her forever. So understanding that, yeah, I don't know, just patience is a big, big thing.
Is he impatient?
Is he impatient?
Yeah.
Not necessarily. I think I've been quite impatient with him at times.
I think we both have, I think everybody has a tendency, like you said, a human condition. Everybody's can be impatient.
And the big step, and I gotta ask it because there's there's baby sounds on the record, and it's like really it's cool hearing those. And I wonder kind of where you stand, or how you feel about starting a family, and in particular coming from a family that was unorthodox in an environment that wasn't normal, or whatever a normal family is. How you feel about starting your own?
I want to start my own family in due time. I just I want to enjoy being married for a little bit, go on tour, be married, enjoy traveling with just us, build more of our relationship. And I think, that is definitely the next step for sure.
What kind of father do you sort of want to be, do you think? Like, what's important to you? And you know what I mean? Like,
oh, wow. Great question.
Or what do you not want to be?
That's a good question, too. I just want to be led by, like I said before, I'm a Jesus follower, and I just want to be led by when you accept Jesus, he says that now you walk with the Holy Spirit. So I think I just want to be led by the Holy Spirit.